welcome back to Melbourne. What was it like kind of stepping back onto Rod Laver Arena, which is where I presume you were practicing? And just what were the memories that came?
I've actually only practiced on Rod Laver once. But yeah, it was really cool. I just immediately had flashbacks of, I guess, last year. Yeah, I'm just super happy to be back here and hopefully I can play well.
Naomi? Hi. What were you expecting when you started to work with Wim Fissette, and how is it going with you guys since you started?
Happy New Year. I
Happy
haven't
New
seen
Year.
you. I guess what was I expecting? Just knowledge. I think he's had a lot of experience with previous players, so I expected like a lot of information for him to know like what he was talking about, and just like being able to respect that that kind of, I can trust him, and I feel like it's been working out well, even though we've only played one tournament together.
How are you feeling compared to this time last year when you obviously won the event?
Okay, when you say this time last year, do you mean like 2 weeks from right now, or like when?
Just in the lead up to the tournament, are you feeling as confident and as fit as you were last time around?
I think so. I feel like last year I feel like I was young. Like I was just this young kid that was going out. Like my goal was to win, and I wasn't gonna let anything stop me. And I feel like now I like appreciate more every single win, because I know what it took to get it. So of course I want to like win every match, and I want to go out there and do that, and that's what I'm here for. But I think maybe last year I was a little bit more fearless.
Naomi, you spoke about Wim Fissette, and the funny thing is that one of his former players, and maybe someone you looked up to when you were younger, Kim Clijsters, is going to come back to the tour at 36 years of age and after 7 years without playing competitive tennis. Do you think she can be successful again and be one of your rivals for the major titles?
My rivals? Why? Why does everyone keep asking me questions like this?
Or maybe a contender to win big titles if you prefer.
Listen, I don't think it's right to, like, for someone that's won Grand Slams and stuff, I think it's right to give her the respect that she's owed. Obviously she knows how to play tennis well, but I've never played her. Like, it's a little bit before I came up, so I wouldn't even know what she plays like at her best level. But she won Grand Slam, so obviously everyone can like play. So
Would you like to play her in the coming months?
I want to play her, and I want her to do that split thingy that she does. That, I don't know, it just looked so cool on the TV when I was a kid.
What about the Australian hopeful Ash Barty? Have you been monitoring her form? How have you seen her preparation?
Monitoring. I don't know. It's super weird. People keep asking me questions like we're rivals or something. She's in the finals of Adelaide right now, right? Yeah, I think obviously she's a great player. She's the #1 ranked player in the world. I think, I don't know, we've played really close matches, so... What was the question? Sorry, I've been just stuck on this monitor. Like, do I have like screens of her matches or something? Like, I don't know. Yeah.
Pretty good monitoring you did, but I'm curious, do you
Hello again.
Hello again. the rivals thing you talked about in Brisbane too, sort of laughed at that too. Do you feel like there's anyone who is a rival for you at this point in your career, or is it just still your sister, or who would it be?
Honestly, I feel like I'm figuring that out. I think having a rival is something that is kind of rare, though. it's someone that you've played consecutive times and it's been super tough and like you win some, you lose some, but I think I'm honestly just so new. Like I haven't played anyone more than 4 or 5 times. So yeah, I feel like having a rival right now would be a blessing, but I don't think there's anyone that I've played that many times.
So you still feel new, even though this is like your 5th time here?
Ben, please stop exposing me. I'm just trying to live my life out here. But we're talking about rivals. We're not talking about like how many times I've been in the
I
tournament.
was changing topics there, but I was wondering if you still feel new at in this sport in some way.
No, I feel old. I literally tell Abdul this every day. Like, it's a struggle waking up, you know? No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I mean, for me now, I do feel like I'm a bit more seasoned, even though I'm still relatively young per se. But I think every year I get more comfortable on the tour, so hopefully that somewhat translates into my matches.
Naomi, you said a rivalry would be a blessing. What do you mean?
Isn't it just more fun? Like, I don't know, you can root for this person, you can root for this person. It kind of shows the personality. Like, I feel like Nadal fans, you can point them out compared to Federer fans, and I think it's good for the sport too, so I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
Naomi, you said that last year you were fearless and that now you're more seasoned. Does it get easier or more difficult each year? And also, I'm really glad you said it's hard to get up in the morning like the rest of us.
I honestly don't know because this year just started. I feel in a better headspace though compared to where I was after I lost Brisbane last year. But honestly, last year was the toughest year of my life, so I would hope it gets better. But yeah, I think I just gotta keep fighting for every match and like see what it takes me.
Tough tennis-wise?
I guess both. Just like mentally more.
Because of everything that comes with being a top player, do you mean?
You know what's funny? You guys tell me this like top player whatever thing, and I never like see it like that. It's really weird. Like I don't know, I still feel like Indian Wells was like 2 weeks ago. But like 2018 Indian Wells. It's really weird. Yeah, I guess just before everything, if I lost it wouldn't be an article, and now if I lose, like there's news, you know? So it's just, it was tough adjusting to that.
Do you find that you... Sorry. Me. Do you find that you read or hear things that are said after a result like that?
Last year I did, like until Wimbledon. So like, yeah, until Wimbledon I did. And then I just decided that this is what I've chosen to do for like the majority of my life. I've been training my whole life for this. And I shouldn't let like outside noise, no offense to you guys, love you guys, but outside noise like dictate how I'm feeling.
So you ignore it? You ignore it now?
I try to. It's kind of hard most of the time, but I try to.
Everything is tracked nowadays, available statistics about patterns of play and things like that. And I'm wondering how helpful you find that in approaching an opponent in a match.
I mean, honestly, for me, I don't really dig too deep into it. I kind of let Wim do everything. And he just tells me what he thinks is the easiest for me to like remember during a match, because I feel like I overthink sometimes. So just like sticking to the basics and then like 2 or 3 more like helpful stats or whatever.
Naomi, are you worried at all about air quality?
Just a follow-up on the rivalry topic. Is there a player that, for whatever reason, you'd like to have a rivalry with, like a particular player?
um, but it has to be someone interesting too. Who's someone that's the direct opposite of me though? Man, I don't know if it's because I just had dinner with her and she's a cutie, but I really like Iga, but she would have to get beat every time. No offense. I don't really know. Yeah, I don't know. Who would you? That's a more like audience question.
I
No?
like Bianca Andreescu. She seems
Aw,
quite different to you.
man. That whole match was too hard, man. I don't want to do it again. Yeah, but I mean, I guess so. I guess because everyone likes watching hard matches, and we'll definitely play a couple more times throughout both of our careers. So, not looking forward to it.
Final three questions at the front here. What is your favorite thing to do in Australia?
Oh, what is my favorite thing to do in Australia? I guess like walk around the city. Which city in Australia? Does it matter? Melbourne? Okay. I guess walk around and eat food. And yeah, I guess come to the site. I really love this tournament, so.
Which famous persons you like most and why? Who's the famous one?
Ooh, already met Beyonce, so I don't even need to go there. I want to meet Obama. Does he count as a famous person, though? I feel like that's a disrespect. He counts?
Yeah.
Okay. Barack Obama.
Yes. 分かったっていうことのいいことと悪いこと、もう少し具体的に何がいいことでどういうところが悪いことですか？
I mean, I think I'm not sure if fearless was the right word, but I think I just know the stakes more, so I weigh the options, you know? Of course, I think there's a good and bad thing with that. It's more like swinging freely in some shots, if I'm being very, like, precise on what I'm talking about. I think... I don't know. It's like if you're walking towards a destination and you don't know like how hard the hike is, and then you get there and then the next day you have to come back and do the same hike, but you know how hard it is. It's like that. I don't know if I explained it well, but...
グランドスラムのディフェンディングチャンピオンとしてプレーするのは2回目ですけど、その US オープンとは違いますか？そのモアリラックスして臨めそうですか？そのアティチュードとして。
Yeah, I mean, I definitely think I'm more relaxed now compared to the US Open. I think I learned a lot there. Just in a way of handling my nerves and what to expect. Definitely, I'm glad I was able to experience everything that I experienced. So I think heading into this tournament, I'll be more prepared.
今の質問と似てますけど、ディフェンディングタイトルをディフェンディングするトーナメントと普通のトーナメント、プレースの何が大きく違いますか？プレッシャー、エクスペクテーション、フィア。It's
not honestly. It's not. I expect a lot from myself, but it's not expectations. I think it's just, I think about points sometimes. Because I don't know what it is right now, but I think I would drop out of the top 10 if I lost in the first round. And that kind of weighs heavy on my mind all the time when, like, in US Open and here. So just, like, getting that out of the way and trusting myself and knowing, like, if I play the best that I can, then obviously I won't lose in the first round. But yeah, it's just, like, this constant, like, negative 2,000 points is in my brain all the time. So trying to avoid that.
昨シーズンの練習、オフシーズンの練習は今ようにできましたか？その新潟の状態とかはもういいでしょうか？大丈夫？
Yeah, in the off season, I did a lot of fitness and trained with Wim. We talked a lot, tried to figure out like both of our ideas going forward. So I'm really happy we did that. And yeah, my shoulder is pretty good. I think I served well in Brisbane, so hopefully I can serve well in this tournament too.
ブリスベンで、非常にタフな試合を何試合かしましたけれども、今のテニスの状態はご自身ではどういうふうに感じていますか？また去年よりも今の方が、テニスのレベルとしては上にあるというふうに思いますか？
That's a tough question. I think in Brisbane though I played like 4 top 20 opponents. So it was really difficult right off the bat, so I can't really even gauge my level that well, but I do know I think I'm playing better this year than around this time this year than I was last year. But everyone in the world is getting better, so that's not really an accurate like comparison to compare me last year to this year. I do think that what was I saying? What was the last part of your question?
去年よりもいいレベルでテニスができてるかと思いますかということだったけど、まあコンパレーションはわからないというか難しいということですかね。
Oh, so I've answered it. Okay. Sorry, I thought there was like a part 2.
1回戦の相手のブズコバ選手の印象を教えてください。
Yeah, I don't really know too much about her. Wim told me that she was practicing on the court that I was going to practice on in Brisbane, so that's honestly my only memory of her. I should probably start watching matches, but for me, I was trying to avoid looking at the draw and stuff, so that's why I was holding off on knowing who I was playing for such a long time, but it should be a good match. I mean, everyone that's in the main draw is a good player, and I think that the first rounds are always very tough. So. Cool. Thank you. Adios.